first stuff that I did, they were like, the cab companies are dirty and they're working with the drug dealers. And there's certain areas of the city. And again, because I had these fantasies of being an actor, I'm going to fix this, figure it out, and stay, do this production of drug buyer. And so I was like, okay, I'll figure it out. So I would go down to the motel and get a room and call them and call for a cab. And the cab would show up and say, take me to liquor. Can you take me to the liquor store? I'm traveling. I'm a construction guy or whatever. I had long hair, looked like shit. And they say, yeah. I go in to the liquor store and I'd get a little bottle of liquor, crack it. You can't drink. I mean, you could drink like 2 beers. There's a couple rules that you don't want to do. And I had those set up too. I said, if I do this, somebody's going to have to drug test me, come and get a piss test every 2 weeks. I don't want anybody saying I'm using drugs. You don't screw the chicks, informants, or any of that. And so I would like throw it up, spill some on me. I would go, dude, I'm looking to party. Sometimes it's a woman driver, cabbie, sometimes a man. You hook me up. So they take me to the bad area in the cab, and it was like I was a shoe in. And I would buy crack, and I'd do that 2 or 3 times. And then I'd go back in my vehicle that was all wired up. And I start buying. They're like, yeah, sometimes they call me cornbread, white boy. I've been called the N-word, every stereotypical thing you can imagine. And they start selling to me. And then they would tell me to go to different crack houses. And I would go in unarmed in a crack house with the bolts going across the door. Nobody to help me, nobody to get me, nobody to save me. And the hardest thing about it was keeping your adrenaline down so it wasn't noticeable. So again, I guess to kind of get your mind around it, I was like, I'm going to be an actor, I'm playing this part. At the end, I was like, dude, I got the crack, I got the coke, I got whatever they were selling, guns or whatever. And I just won the Academy Award for pulling this shit off, whatever. Just kind of do these things in your mind to kind of get it off of the adrenaline pump. And I was making all these cases, and my handler said, because they would submit the reports to the prosecuting attorneys, and it didn't have my name or anything, and they're seeing these cases are getting generated. And he calls, and I would go out and make 10 or 15 felony cases in a day. And I was like, dude, this place is awesome. I mean, this is going to be crazy good. And they were like, we get a call from the prosecuting attorney. You're targeting too many black people. I was like, well, that's who's dealing in this or that. Well, they want some diversity. It's like, okay. So I start going to the country western cowboy bars, and I'm singing karaoke and hanging out and whatever. And I kind of changed my story of what I did. I went in different bars every night for 2 years almost. And as you well know, the bar culture, you get in, you buy a few drinks, or you hang out enough, they go, there's no way. Number one, he doesn't look like a cop. Cops aren't going to spend this much time coming in here. And you start making friends. And so then I started busting a different demographic. It was also a college town. So I go to the college bars and I pull my hair back in the man bun and kind of be the hipster guy. And I was making those cases. And then I would run across some cops out and an assistant Commonwealth attorney out doing stupid shit at the bars. And I was like, this cop's doing this or that. We'll take care of it. Assistant Commonwealth attorneys out at the bar doing some stupid shit. We got to take care of. You never seen those two people again. They weren't interested in catching them. They were interested in somebody's watching. Don't ever go out again. And I realized right then it was better than what it was, but it was still the politics, and nobody was, really concerned at times of certain situations. But I made a lot of cases.